So every time I do one of these videos, the only thing I can think of is the famous line from Dorothy Parker, "What fresh hell is this?" Today, I'm supposed to look at videos about Brat.
So stylish, liberty is all gone.
Now, I thought Brat was like a sausage, but apparently no, this is a trend. You know, they kept saying that Kamala Harris was a brat, and I kept thinking, yeah, I know, that's not the word I would have used. But still, Brat at least is clean. It's cleaner than the word I would have used. So I thought, sure, but apparently that's not what it means. It's a trend that was spawned by an album by a British female musician named Charli XCX. Now, my Charli XCX collection is a little bit, it's small. It's like there's absolutely nothing in it. It's actually invisible. There's nothing in it because I've never heard of this person. But apparently, women love this idea of being a brat. A big surprise that women love being obnoxious and, thinking that they think that that's freedom because if they're nice and sweet and womanly, people will love them and they'll have children and the children will call them blessed. And they don't want that. They want to be a brat. That's cool. So first we're going to look at a video to explain what brat is because I have no idea. So let's see if we can figure this out.
You must first understand the phrase brat, to be brat. Once you understand brat, you can be the President of the United States. But what does brat mean? Brat is bold, real, audacious, trend-setting. In modern pop culture, brat refers to a persona characterized by unapologetic confidence and vulnerability, embracing both strength and insecurities, marked by messiness, authenticity, playfulness, depth, and cultural influence, and is also a newly released album by Charli XCX.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
You now know what brat means, so get out there and have a hashtag Brat Summer.
So that just made me wish that Brat was like a kind of an iron pipe so I could just beat that guy over the head with it. But I have no idea. That was just such a vague thing. But I guess what it means is being an obnoxious girl, it sounds like. All right. So let's see. What am I going to look at, Tom? I'm going to look at tapes of people being obnoxious. Is that basically? Okay, because it's so vague, each one of these people will define for themselves what brat means to me. To me, it just means a big iron pipe. But okay, let's hear what brat means to them.
Saw you posting about a Brat Summer. What do you think of the Brat Summer essentials? Because I saw you on like a speedboat. That's Brat Summer.
It can go that way, like kind of like quite like luxury, but it can also be like so like trashy. Just like a pack of cigs and like a Bic lighter.
Yes.
And like a strappy white top.
Yeah.
With no bra.
Yeah.
That's like kind of all you need. Do you know what I
Hang
mean?
on.
Yeah, there you go.
I love the way with women everything finally comes down to what they're wearing. I preferred White Boy Summer. I thought White Boy Summer was better than Brat Summer because then you could turn to the brat and say, "Could you get me a beer, please?" That was my idea.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh? That one's not beer.
So apparently, it's your outfit. It's a white shirt. Without a bra. Much like the guy in that video I'm wearing, so I guess I'm Brat. And I feel much better now, especially if I have an iron pipe. All right, let's listen to another one.
The brat lifestyle is so important to me. And I think it's like the fact that everybody's doing like the little 365 trend, and they're saying like, like they're doing like their very wholesome hobbies like inside of the house. And they're talking about how they haven't went to sleep past like 11 p.m. in years, and how they haven't drank in years, done drugs in a long time, blah, 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 blah. And I just want to say, as a lover and a scholar of the Bratz movie, 2007, and of Charli XCX, that is the brat lifestyle. Like, when we're talking about bratitude, when we're talking about what it is to be a brat, we're talking about passion, commitment, drive. It's a brat summer. It's a brat's summer. And whatever you're doing, as long as you're doing it unapologetically and authentically, that's the brat lifestyle.
Yeah, that's what Jack the Ripper used to say. He used to say, whatever you're doing, whether you're butchering a prostitute, eating her kidney, if you do it unapologetically, that's the brat lifestyle. That's why people wore those top hats, because it was Brat Summer, and, in the 1880s, it was Brat Summer, and they loved Jack the Ripper. So they wore those big top hats because they did it unapologetically. That's the important thing. Don't apologize for anything that you're doing, even if you should. I mean, that's Brat. No offense. Maybe offense. Okay, offense. I'm sorry. I was lying. But offense, that woman was not the greatest salesperson for vibrancy and authenticity. I mean, I was kind of looking at her hair and I was thinking, could you be a little less authentic with your hair? Less a little less fake. Could you be a little more fake, please? A little less inauthentic with your hair and style it better so that you don't look like bozo. I mean, is that bad? Is that not Brat? But I'm not being apologetic. I'm being a jackass, but I'm not being apologetic about it. So I guess that is Brat. I'm very confused. Let's go back to the iron pipe. I'm sticking with my iron pipe. All right, let's hear another one.
We want brats to run this country. They already do enough damage.
You don't understand the essence of Brat Summer?
I stand corrected.
I went my own way and I made it. I'm your favorite reference, baby. Come on, songs. Tectonic moves, I make 'em shock you like defibrillators. No style, I can't relate. I'll always be the one.
So was that Greg Gutfeld? I think that was Greg Gutfeld, and I have to say I'm with Greg on that.
True, I had a baby, and I have the chewed up nipples to prove it.
Listen, that little dance, I think that was probably Brat. Looking at that, it was bright, it was bold, and I think I now need to pour bleach in my eyes to get rid of the entire idea. You know, pour bleach so deep in the eyes that it seeps into my brain and actually eats away the memory of that dance. It's interesting to me that a lot of these trends are about who you should be. They're not about how other people should feel. So it's kind of like saying, I'm going to talk in a movie theater because that's authentic. That's the way I am, without thinking maybe I'm disturbing other people.
Andre?
Megan.
Andre?
Megan.
Andre?
Megan.
Andre?
Megan.
Andre?
Why would you go back to where you were before?
Maybe dancing around like that, wearing those green pajamas, maybe that's not a good thing. You know, maybe you shouldn't do that, even if it makes you feel good. Maybe you should have a care for other people. Is that Brat?
Andre!
All right, so one more, two more.
Does anyone else kind of think that getting shot in the head and then being completely fine afterwards is like really, really Brat Summer though? This is not a Donnie fan account. This is not a safe space for Republicans.
I felt safe. I was feeling safe. I think she makes a point. Right? Who could be more Brat? Who could be more Brat than Donald Trump? That's kind of funny when you think about it.
Drop down, yeah. Looking like an icon.
Kamala Harris ran on being the Brat. She was the Brat. And all that was saying was that she was obnoxious. You know, everybody knows that Kamala Harris is obnoxious. It's just her personality. She can't help it.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
She's intolerably smug. She's been given everything in her life, you know, and she's not really very impressive in any way, mentally or intellectually. And then they say, well, that's Brat. But really it was Donald Trump. You know, they shoot him in the head and he takes out the bullet and kind of chews on it, spits it out, and raises his fist. That's pretty Brat, I got to say. If that's Brat, I'm for that. That's a lot more like the lead pipe I'm looking for. All right, one more of these things.
Does Dave know what a Brat Summer is? No, I have absolutely no idea.
What would you think it meant? Like, we're having a Brat Summer.
You're being bratty, you're doing bratty stuff, like you're being like a brat. I don't know. A brat is, how would I describe a brat? Like if you don't get your way, you like complain and cry and you be like pout and like, oh, you're being a brat.
Yeah, no.
Is it like a hot girl summer?
It's like brat essence. So if you're like a brat, you're a club girl, you're going out, you're having fun, you're doing whatever you want. You're not necessarily being like a bitch, like, oh my gosh, if I don't get my way, I'm going to throw a fit. But it's like your life, your summer. It's Brat Summer.
Makes no sense to me, that word for that. But I mean, whatever.
A few moments later.
Cardi B announces pregnancy and divorce in the same day.
Brat Summer. She said, I'm going to do this on my own.
No,
that's not.
Bad usage. According to what you're saying, she's pregnant. She's not going to be having Brat. She's just going to be pregnant.
But she's like, bad, I'm going to do it on my own.
I think, Dave, it's just whenever they want to use the word, they use the word.
That's what it sounds
Pretty
like.
much. It's girl math.
It's girl power.
It's girl power, yeah.
It's girl math. I like it. It's girl math. It just means whatever the girl wants it to mean. That lady is pretty, so she can say whatever she wants. And you're like, okay, you're a brat. Whatever you want, whatever. I don't care what you are. You're good looking. That's the important thing. Now we know what Brat is, and I think we have to work very hard together. We have to come together in Brat Summer to forget we ever heard this term. If you get pregnant and divorced on the same day, you're not a brat. You're a pregnant single mother. Sad. You know, it's like. You know, I love the way that the internet churns out memes, and they all turn out to be the same thing. Pretty girls are hot and can do anything they want, and guys basically abuse them, and then the pretty girl stops being pretty, and after a while they're miserable. That's it. So maybe we should have marriage summer. Maybe we should have fidelity summer. That would be like interesting. Maybe we should have personal responsibility summer, or like, you know, feeling responsible to your society summer. That's mine. Feeling responsible for your society. What would that be? Frat. Feeling responsible at times. You know, I don't know. Whatever. That would be frat. Let's have frat summer where you feel responsible toward your society. I know if I haven't ruined this meme for you, I'm not doing my job, but I'm done. If you want to be a brat, bug off. But if you'd like more good content, like and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to The Andrew Klavan Show wherever you get your podcasts.